Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedSky.com.
Hey, Kent, how's it going?
It is going well. Welcome in. Today, dealing with some negative energy.
Yep. Got 5 or 6 inches of snow on the ground, so didn't come into the studio today.
So far, the groundhog is never right.
Well, you know what's supposed to be 60 by Thursday. Hey, it's the Midwest. It's supposed to be 60 degrees by Thursday. So
That's right. That's right.
Well, it's right at freezing, so it's really dangerous. I don't know if you guys don't know much about snow. It's just really super, super slick. And that's why, even though I got a 4-wheel drive, Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about negative energy, but I'm also got a guest. This is Rosie, and this is one of my sponsors called Moisturized Chaos. And for my TikTokers, if you want to see the other screen, go to 216thenet.com or YouTube, Lana's Enchanted Sky. You will see all of this. Okay? So go ahead. So Rosie,
yes.
Tell me about your business. Tell me about why you did this. What's up? So tell me.
Well, I started this business back in 2020. I was just laid off. I was a senior tax accountant for over 16 years. So I've always loved makeup. You should have seen my teenage pictures. It was awful. It's been a process. But I'm very close to 40 years old, and things change at that age. Yes. So I started looking into more natural products, and I wasn't finding what I wanted in a product. So being let go from my job actually gave me a lot of free time.
Yes.
And I spent that time researching and investing and creating products that did exactly what I needed them to do. And
so everything's like 100. By the way, if you guys don't know, Rosie is one of my sponsors on my podcast. Now, like I said, I have everything on. If you want to see me, go to YouTube, you can go. Where am I all on? We're on YouTube, Facebook,
Twitch, Twitter. Yep.
And YouTube, everything but TikTok. So TikTokers, if you want it, you're listening and you want to see the screen. Otherwise, you can hear me live. That's why this is the way this is. And yes, I will take questions. Somebody just said, but we have Rosie on here, and I really like her products. And so we started carrying her, and it's 100% all natural. That's the whole thing that I really like. Now, I like the lip scrub, by the way, Rosie. Really, give me that lip scrub. It's got like a sugar in it or something, and it's just really good. It's really.
You're not supposed to eat it, but it's safe.
It could. I mean, it's really sweet. Like, it has to be sugar. All I know is that I use it, and I'm like, wow, what a difference! Like, it really works. So. What made you do this in 2020? It just felt like you needed to do it? Do you think that maybe you're in a bit of an awakening? What was going on there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I got laid off, and that's already pretty traumatic as it is.
Yeah.
Accounting is numbers. It's pretty much black and white. And I have always been a very creative person.
Mm-hmm.
And starting this business, I was allowed to do just that. The research aspect of it, from the creative process, everything about it. It's been one of my passions. And I'm just so excited to share it with everyone. And I'm very proud of the products that we have. I'm wearing the...
I like the names. Give us some of the names. They were funny. And I was like, oh my God, you're so funny. And I was laughing. It's just funny. I don't know. So tell us some of the names. They're funny though. I mean, they're humor. I like the humor in it. So
I don't know if you've seen any of. I have some glitter products. I think one of my favorites.
uh-huh.
I think it's Tears of the SCOTUS.
Yes,
something
Tears
to
of
that.
the SCOTUS. Yep, that's it.
I mean, as you can see, you see the slogan. I just got to a point where I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna go for it. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna
Yes.
do it all 100% all the way. Let's go.
Yes.
My eyeliner, the eyeliner that I'm using, it's called Dark Days. And it doesn't transfer. It stays on your eyes.
You know, I have to get some of that. I've got some that you sent me. So she sent what you guys do. So if somebody's interested in having me sponsor you, you send me something. And if I like it, I use it. Now, there's been a couple things. I'm going to be honest with you. I won't use them. I wouldn't go with them. I didn't like. I had one company that sent me some CBD, and I did not like it. It did not work. I will go with something I like. Now, you sent me liner that you like use with a little brush.
That's this guy right here.
Yeah. And so I liked it. It does stay on pretty good. So anyway, so you think that this is really what you're really supposed to be doing? You think that's what this is? Is this you're living your finest life? Or
I can tell you that I can do this all night long. When I get into my creative mode, I am up till like 3 a.m. I am just plugging away because I just have such a brainstorm idea, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to write this down. I got to start doing the specs. I got to start doing the research on this. And I just go to town on it. And it's just
for you.
So do you have stuff for men, or is this all just for women?
No, we do. I'm working on that right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, because that's an up and growing thing. Like men, they want to look good too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone should feel good about the way they look. Absolutely.
Yeah, I took the Mr. Clean eraser and I just got rid of my hair. I don't know.
Look, what's on my head right here, I don't claim to own it. It kind of just lives in its own universe. And
you have curly, wavy hair, you guys. I have a wavy to mine, and it just does what it wants. And I have to have the same haircut because it'll just do. I can't get it to. I give up. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get it though. I get it. So anyway, so how can we find you again, Rosie?
Moisturizechaos.com. I am on TikTok. Same handle.
On TikTok. All right. Moisturize Chaos. Okay.
Also, let's see. Yeah. Instagram as well.
Yes. So it sounds good, you guys, and it's all natural. Remember, we are being poisoned. I have said this. If you really look what's in some of our products, including hair things, you will be absolutely shocked. And you need to pay attention to that. Because I know that since I have pretty much gone, I went and got all natural bread from the Amish. That's all I eat. I feel better. So I want you guys to pay attention. And these are up and coming. This is an up and coming company. Now we do have isn't it Lana 22 to get 25% off?
That's correct.
Okay. So if you guys want to go to moisturizechaos.com and get 25% off Lana 22. Okay. So, and it's good stuff. And it's about the same price as going to Walgreens. I'm like, it's really inexpensive. It's amazing because it's such good products. So
I will tell you, this is the lip conditioner. This is in strawberry. As you can see, this has lasted longer than the label itself.
Oh, it will. It does last. Yeah. You're right. I agree. It is really good stuff. So hit her up, Moisturize Chaos, take 25% off, browse. I just had my daughter browsing. She was looking at stuff. And awesome. So they've got she's got everything, and order. All right. Thank you so much for being on here, Rosie. And we're going to keep connected. So we're going to try to help you, we're going to help you get your word out there, all natural products.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yep. See you later, Rosie. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. So that's not only, don't forget to mention, not only do I have Moisturize Chaos, I have another one, Diamond's Natural Store, correct?
Yes, diamondsnaturalstore.com.
Yes.
They are for your fur babies, treats, toys, and supplements. And again, all natural.
And you know what? I didn't realize this, but Sue, and I get to know these people, these sponsors really well. She makes them. I thought
Yeah.
she was like a middleman buying them. No, she dehydrates. Okay, so I'm training my dog. I don't know if I told you I have my golden in training. She's going for obedience, and I am using her. I know it sounds gross. Dehydrated duck hearts. They're about this big, and they're really not that. They're little just dehydrated toys, or dehydrated
Treats.
snacks, and they're crack. It's like dog crack. My dog will do anything for those. And I've talked to other people, and I even gave them out at my dog training, and the dogs are crazy for them.
Wow.
So check her out also.
Yeah.
diamondsnaturalstore.com, I believe, is in that.
Yep. Diamondsnaturalstore.com. Yes.
And you can order them. She said she always sells out of the duck hearts very, very fast. So she actually talked to me the other day. She goes, I'm making some as we're speaking. And I went, you're kidding. You're making them? I thought you were a middleman. She said, oh gosh, no, I'm making them.
That's cool.
So they are handmade, everything. They're just awesome. So, okay. With that said, I'm going to talk a little bit about negative energy because I need to. Now, you guys know that when I'm doing my podcast, whatever's been going on in my life, you guys usually hear about it somehow about what I've learned, right? Now, negative energy is, you can protect yourself, but I want to talk to you about a special type of negative energy called the evil eye. And I don't believe in spells. I don't believe, but if you think about it, when you're putting a positive energy like manifestation, it's a type of spell. They just call it a different word. So if you think about it, there's positive and negative energy going back and forth to you guys all the time, right? Back and forth. And all I know is that I decided I went to one of my somebody I know, and I had she did a blessing and a negative energy removal off of me. Now, you guys remember, I'm seeing thousands and thousands of people every week, and I'm on TikTok, I'm on Insta, you name it, I'm on 7 places now including Clapper, which I'm not on right now. I'm having a hard time. I might have to re-download the app. I don't know. It won't. Too soft.
I think you should just clap on.
Well, a lot of people don't like the name Clapper, but anyway, I'm not even going to say why. Anyway, you know what I mean. Here in the United States, it's got a different connotation, right?
That's right.
Anyway, so here I am, and I'm like wondering if it will work. And I'm going to tell you right now that she said you should even see some improvement in maybe your health. Well, I'm not really unhealthy, but I've been having tingling in my hands and at night. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought thinking, well, I'm not really diabetic. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's got something wrong with my neck. I'm going to tell you, within 1 day, she said your energy should pick up too. I just did 10,000. So I did about 3.5 to 4 miles. I don't have tingling. I am telling you that the evil eye, and if you guys it's not, I used to think the evil eye meant something like, like a spell. It's not, it's an expression. The evil eye is when somebody gives you that stink eye when they're jealous. It's jealousy. Jealousy is a negative emotion, you guys. And I'm telling you right now that it's real because I just experienced it. And I feel so much better. She also said too, she goes, I bet you're picking up negative energy. Now I do like a little bit of a ritual after I read where I usually use some salt and I or I meditate or I sage myself, something like to just get rid of negative energy. But I was being a little careless of late and I've been picking up negative energy. Now it can be that there's a lot of people going through a lot of stuff right now. And so I maybe have picked up some of their problems. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's all about boundaries, correct? It's all about boundaries. And I have a couple of people that are going through a lot and they're calling 8 times a day. And so I am a very kind-hearted person. And so what I did is now I am forwarding after a certain time every day, they get forwarded. The calls get forwarded to my other phone and goes to voicemail because I have to, because it was it didn't realize how negative all this was. Do you know what I'm saying? Yep. And I just, it was crazy. It's crazy to realize it. But I think most of mine is jealousy. Now, I don't think that I'm all that. I don't. But I know that people don't want you successful. And I don't know if you've ever found that, Kent. They will try to block you from being successful.
Yes. Yes.
And have you experienced it?
All the time. There's that old saying, sometimes the only taste of success is when they take a bite out of you,
Yep,
and
exactly.
and people are pretty petty
Yes,
instead of enjoying in that good energy
yep,
of a win.
yep.
It's like
Being happy for somebody else.
it's like the crab in the bucket, right? One's trying to get out, the other one's trying to hold on, and it pulls
Yep,
it back in. Yeah,
yep.
all the
And
time.
so I came up with this. I'm gonna make a video about it on my YouTube. But I'm going to talk about it today about jealousy and how to avoid it. Because for me, I was just telling Kent, I've got people on TikTok. I got 34 people posing as me, trying to get readings. And a couple of these are real young girls. And they're every one of them, I looked them up. What they do is they make a new account. They put me at the top of the account. And you guys know what I mean by the top of the account, right?
Hmm.
And then back to them. So they'll loop all of my followers back to them to steal because there's jealousy and they can't get their own on their own. They can't get their
Hmm.
own followers, so they're going to do that. All right, and it's bad. And I called one girl out on it, and within 10 minutes, the account was deleted because I
Yeah.
called her out live. I'm like, come on now, like you know what I'm saying, and I do notice that I got to point where, and over the last couple of years, I complain a lot. I think I've been holding on to a lot of negative energy as I get more and more out there, there's going to be more and more negative energy coming towards me. So I have been very careful and vigilant at this point of making sure that I block it. And so I am setting boundaries. Like I'm setting boundaries. It is a boundary issue. Pisces moons have a problem with boundary issues. So, especially if you have any type of Pisces, because we're always wanting to help.
Hmm.
And I think too, part of it is that with me, I could never understand why I'd help these people and they'd screw me. I'm just going there right through that right now with a computer company that I won't say. And I I just realized that they don't want my help. And if they do, they're just going to take advantage of me because they think I'm a weak person, even though be helping and being caring is a strength. And it just seems to me that you need to be taking care of your own and centering yourself so that you can give and not expect anything back either. Whatever you do, you got to give, expecting that you'll never get it back. All right. I love that. You guys do know that if you're following me, you're probably the same signs as I am, or you have some of the same signs. Did you know that? There's more than a coincidence on that. Because I would say 80 to 90% of all my followers have a Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn, or Taurus. And then they have
Well,
the like a Cancer is my opposite. And then you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, the important thing to realize is that when there's any interaction, there's always energy that flows, right? So,
Yes.
Lana, when you and I are interacting with each other, I'm accepting your energy.
Yes.
I'm giving you mine.
Yes.
So there's always that give and take. And when you're genuinely uh, what I would say a beautiful heart, right? So you want everybody to win, and you were a teacher for 30 years, so truly your heart is I want to build and
Yes.
help
Yes.
people win.
Yep.
Um, when that negative energy comes at you, some people that's all they know how to give is negative energy, and you're wide open, and you don't even in your heart, I guess you go, I can feel that negative energy, but I think I can help this person. So you accept
Exactly.
it, you
Yep,
know.
exactly. And the thing is that I've been doing it a long time and I've been always been able to shut it down, but
Hmm.
I have changed now. I am getting to a group of people. And I'm sorry, but social media is negative. I'm sorry, there's
Oh,
negative energy on
it's
social media. I
designed
don't
that
care
way.
if it's
Yeah.
it's designed that way. And yeah,
Hmm.
TikTok, there's a lot of trolls, and I'm picking
Hmm.
up the negative energy. And I clear myself. I go through the ritual, but I didn't realize how it had gotten to me. And I still think a lot of it's jealousy
Yeah.
because I've been successful so far. And I don't think I don't even want to say that. I'm trying not to. I'm not. There's other people that are far bigger than me. So so I'm kind of like, it's not that big of a deal, but people They don't want you to be successful. And so it somehow feels like makes them feel inadequate, and it shouldn't.
Right.
And I know it's within them, but they're still going to happen. It's still going to happen. So I came up with a couple things about how to keep people from being jealous of you.
Nice.
All right. And at least that I feel that these are because I put a lot of thought into this because it's been happening for me this whole week. And to get up in the morning after somebody doing a blessing and feeling like a different person, knowing that I haven't complained not one single time since. Not one single time, which makes me go, wow, I was complaining a lot too. And I do admit it. And I was picking up negative energy. And even though I'm clearing myself, I'm not doing enough. Now, I'm a believer that, yes, you can do it yourself, but it always helps to have somebody else that can give you a little help. So I am at a point where I will have somebody clear my energy for me, and I will clear their energy back. Now, I'm going to tell you what, some things to keep the people from their evil eye, because jealousy is such a negative emotion. I came up with 3 things. So, all right. So one is you don't brag. Don't brag what you have. Like, I've got all this money in my bank account. You don't tell anybody a thing. Don't tell anybody anything. If you, I always heard this and I always laughed that I heard a guy say this one time, he goes, if I ever won the lottery, you'd never see me again. That's it. I'd keep it anonymous as possible and I'd disappear. Because you know what I'm saying? And because nobody can be jealous, nobody, you know what I'm saying? And I found that a very interesting thing that would work, if I won anything, I think I would keep it extremely quiet. I wouldn't say anything either. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the one is you don't tell people what you have. Don't tell people what you get. When you have some good fortune, don't rub it in somebody's face because it's going to get you negative energy back. Because you know how some people she's jealous. That is dangerous. Do not do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making her jealous. No, it's negative energy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't feed the loop, Now, don't try to one up on others. Don't try to one up on anybody. You don't need to be doing that. You don't try to, and every time because I have a couple of people I know, and you'll say something and they always got to have more. You know what I mean? So if you have 3 horses, I have 4. Don't do that.
The old one-uppers.
To be aware that is negative energy and that is creating negative energy back to you too.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other one I thought was don't tell anybody your plans. Because they're going to be naysayers and they're going to say, oh, you can't do that. Or do you know what I'm saying? They're going to be jealous of your plans. And there's the negative energy again. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Some of the other stuff is I already talked about don't tell people what you have. All right. Remind people how lucky they really are in other ways. Remind them they need to be reminded, you might not be rich, but you got a great family, or you're gorgeous, or do you see what I'm saying? So that they don't feel inadequate. Because when it all comes down to it, it's the negativity of inadequacy. I don't feel good enough. I don't, what about me? That type of thing. All right. And it's all about fear too. So what's going to happen to me? I'm inadequate. What's going to happen to me? See what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to kind of address that and try to get rid of it, Yeah. I don't know, but I just have been, I just am in shock as the more I grow on my social medias, there's just a lot of negative energy. Just, and I'm trying hard not to, I'm very grateful. That's another thing you should be doing. You should be grateful all the time. And I am. So my followers, anybody, I'm just awesomely grateful for all of you guys. And, and like I said, this TikTok ban, did you guys know that you can get around it? if they try to ban us.
Oh,
You
of
know that?
course.
You know that? You know how you can get around it? I'm going to tell you right now, VPN. You got a VPN. A VPN blocks you where you're at in what country. So they can't. I did not know this, and I have a VPN. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not going to lose them, because I was paranoid, you guys, about losing some of you guys, because I know TikTok will be banned, because I've been saying it. Like I said, I don't think it'll last long, and I did make that comment. So, all right.
Yeah, our good friend Sue over at Diamond's Natural Store, she said that as well. She said, I heard, hey, no one will buy from you. There's Chewy and Amazon. And her response was, oh, yes, they will. Sit back and watch, right?
And they are, and her business is
Yep.
do well.
It's booming.
So,
You bet.
Yep. She said, but Sue is one of my sponsors, and she is saying that they kept saying nobody's going to buy from you.
Yeah.
But they are. It's because her product's such a quality product. Like, seriously. Like,
Yep,
seriously.
it's awesome.
And
of course,
I become really good friends with my sponsors, because I'm like, they're running businesses, I'm running businesses, I'm
sure.
trying to feed you, and you're feeding me back. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a symbiotic relationship going on there,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get it though. All right. So thank you. So I've got it on my if you want to look at 216 the net, or was that on
Yep, no, that's out there on it's in the comment section on everything. So Twitch, Twitter,
so if you guys
YouTube.
Okay. And so if you want to look on YouTube, I've got the things that you shouldn't be doing to provoke jealousy. I wish TikTok would just get with the program and match everybody else, so that StreamYard, I've been going on StreamYard. You knew that, Kent, right? At night. Okay. Yep. And Sunday nights and stuff. Yep. I'm now on Twitch and Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And when I go live on one screen, it's all there except for TikTok. And it's like, come on now, get with the program. Anyway, but I just want everybody to know that it opened my eyes. I keep an open mind, because I don't believe in anything. If you can prove me wrong, or or show me that something else exists or is different than what I believe, I will keep a very open mind. Now, are spells real? I don't necessarily believe in them, but I don't say that they're not either. Because think about this. A spell that the people will try to catch is energy going towards something, right? Manifestation is a form of a spell, if you want to call it a spell. It's energy going for something you want.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, it's just, that's why I say that all of this is relative, so I want you guys to remember that. And I will say that negativity breeds negativity, and if you're wishing bad on somebody, it'll come back to you. Matter of fact, my friend that did she did the prayer for me, and she said, any of the negativity this is how she worded it. I like the way she worded it, because we were talking, and she said, any of the negativity that's given to you, so any jealousy, anything, will go back to them and so stress them out that it'll take their mind off of you. Which I thought was a very interesting way to go about it. That was a very interesting way to say it.
Yeah.
So to let you guys know. Okay.
Yeah. Nancy Atkins says, yeah, spells are real, but it's not like the movies. No, it's not like.
It's not. It's energy out.
It's not Harry Potterish.
Energy in and energy out. And so, and I keep an open mind about it, because after experiencing what I just experienced recently, it's real. And I realized I hadn't taken up some, but I am, like I've been telling you, Kent, I'm very, very busy. And it's to a point where I need to back off, put up my boundaries, and just take time off to regain my energy.
Yep. It's important.
And I'm not. And that is part of what was going on with me. So I'm just warning you guys, be vigilant and watch that when you start not feeling well or very tired. I was really, really tired is what I was feeling. I felt like when I got up, it's so funny. She says, well, it'll take about a week and I said, within the next day. I got up in the morning and I'm like, wow, I feel great. Man, I went out and did like 10,000 steps is like 3.6 miles, 3.8 miles. I don't know, almost 4 miles. And I did it. And I'm a walker. I like to, and I'm also actually starting to jog. I used to be a big jogger, and I had to quit when I had my knee surgery. And so I got up, I did all that. I was focused. I noticed my hands didn't hurt. And we could never figure out why my hands would hurt and tingle at night, and it's gone. And I'm thinking, now I want one more thought before we go. Yes, I'm taking questions in a second. They say that the liver holds emotions. I don't know. Did you ever hear that?
I have not.
Okay. Your emotional self is within your liver.
Hmm.
And when your liver is messed up, and I do have a little bit of a fatty liver type of problem, that it'll cause problems on the right side of your body, including your shoulder and your hand. Now, if I'm picking up all that emotional mess and she just corrected all my energy, is that going to make my hand tingling go away? Just a thought. Think about it. I think I'm right. So just a thought. All right. So we're at that time, I guess.
Yeah. Virgo song says, I came down with a UTI and ran my energy there and healed myself. It works. Energy is real.
It does. Energy. Yep. And it makes you sick.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you do ask what's really going on. I don't know. I know that when I've been stressed out, it's brought on, it brings on certain illnesses. So yeah. So I get it. Thank you for somebody just said they like my hair color. This is actually tinged red.
That's it.
I know it does look good on me.
Sue, our good friend from over at Diamond's Natural Store, says milk thistle for 30 days for the liver.
I've done milk thistle. I've done all of it. I know I'm in the process of getting weight loss surgery. If you guys don't know, I can't get the weight off. You hit a certain age, Kent, man, it's kind of hard. It just
oh yeah.
You know what that is about. So yeah.
All right. So here we go. Listen, it's time to ask the master psychic. And listen, a lot of people here, a lot of energy, a lot of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people.
There's a lot of people.
So what we need to do is be very precise with what we're asking. Like our good friend Brenda, she says, "Good morning. When will the narcissist leave me alone?"
It's going to be a while. And what I want you to do is keep ignoring. As much I've just dealt with a narcissist. I said to my friend one time, I said, gee, I've had pretty much everything in my life but a narcissist. I've got a couple of, and then I think about it. Yeah, I got a couple. Well, I just dealt with a major narcissist that made me miserable, and I've learned how to deal with it. So I am very experienced now in that too. So yeah, give it 6 months. Ignore as much as possible. It's hard because they want to leave you alone.
They'll suck
It should lessen a lot within 6 months. And I'm sorry to tell you that's going to be that long.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
Lavella says, it feels like I'm stuck in limbo and I can't tell if I'm moving forward. Is my team saying anything?
Lavella, my dear, when you're stuck like that, you are in for a spiritual awakening. That's what this is. Now, the only way to get yourself unstuck, to be prepared, is to have a tower card, which means do something that scares you. Do something weird that scares you. I booked a vacation and I'm driving it all by myself, and do something that would be, even if it's little at first, even if it's, I'm going to go try a new restaurant in a new food I've never eaten, and it sounds weird. It's to get you unstuck. And and once you get it unstuck, it rolls almost, it snowballs. So awesome. Just remember that. Okay, Lavella. Yeah. All right.
And Lavella says, lets Brenda know, as a narcissist's child, look up the terminology surrounding narcissists, including gray rocking.
Great. Okay, Lavella. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Sue asks, can we clear energy ourselves?
You can, to a certain point. I know it's a real, okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I have been sloppy about it. And I think that's what's been affecting me. I'm sloppy about clearing my energy. After today, you don't realize, and if anybody's watching, I got what is it? Usually last time we looked, I thought it was 850,000 people watching.
There is a ton. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. Think how much energy is coming at me right now. And after I get off now, I'm being more vigilant. It used to be where I wasn't clearing my energy after I've been around this many people. And I would do it at school, but I haven't been vigilant. Right now, I've got my white candles. I got a couple of white candles that are burning off energy. But you find a ritual that works for you. For me, it's always salt, something to do with salt. Like I might take a salt shower, a bath, or I put some bath salts or whatever. Using salt. I might sage. I've been saging. Now it's more of a ritual than anything that, and it doesn't matter. Everybody's different. I sometimes will wear protection. I don't have any on today. I do have my angel stuff on though, with all my angels on it. I got like 6 angels on there. But I just had to be more vigilant and I have to pay attention because it made me realize that yes, this is very real, all this energy coming at me. So I just have to be, and as I keep growing, because I don't remember, I told you I don't like to tell everybody about my plans. Now I have plans, and when it's done, you will know. So there's a growth that's going on with the business. So we'll just have to, it's got a lot of work, with it. But anyway.
All right.
All right. Let me take something off of TikTok. Okay. I've been experiencing a lot of migraines. Is it stress or something more serious? I know this is crazy. Drink more water. I want you to double your water. I don't know why. Now, remember, I'm not a doctor. I actually have a disclaimer on my website.
Don't play one on TV.
I get, and that doesn't mean not to see your doctor, because God gave us doctors. I hear these people some of these people, I don't believe in doctors, and God gave us doctors that gave us knowledge, that gave us medicine. If you need the medicine, you take the medicine. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but for some reason, it's water. So I want you to remember that. Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Virgo Songs says a new friend wants me to run energy on his strained back and pay me. Should I accept?
Why not? Are you Virgo? Are you Reiki trained? And I don't suggest just Reiki, because I know how some people are shaman trained. Because I have shaman training, and I'm going to have Reiki training. I'm getting my master Reiki certificate so I can teach classes. There you go. What's the big plan? Why not? What is it going to hurt? Now, remember that you might be absorbing it though. So when you're doing it, what you should do is do some kind of ritual that works for you. Say a prayer, ask for an angel, do something that gets rid of it, because you might be absorbing it. Now, as an empath, especially, I'm an empath. I want to help everybody, and it's to my detriment at this point. And I am learning to put up some boundaries. And I got into it with my best friend because she pushed me. And so she was shocked by it. I'm like, I'm sorry. You have to put up the boundaries. So now here I got an interesting, hi, Jan. What is the first step to do when you are starting doing which is energy work? And how should you how long should you keep on doing it? So it could be as little as a couple minutes. I know a couple of my friends that when they start reading, and then after they say prayers and shut it down. That's my problem. I haven't been as careful and vigilant. So I haven't been shutting it down. You can mentally do it. You can do it with a prayer. You can do it. I know after a long day of reading, I will take a hot, salty, something with salt, and shower of some sort, salt bath, salts, salt, whatever, scrub, whatever. For me. So that works for me. And takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and if you're very vigilant, I know that's what this is. I will admit I have been sloppy. So because I've got so many people, I'm getting about, I don't know. I'm at about 20 people a week readings, and I don't really want much more than that. That is my plan. That is where I want to be. And at the end of the day, I need to close down, and I'm not, and you can call me out on it. So, because one of my friends, when she cleared my energy, she called me out on it. She goes, "You are not closing off right.
Stop it." There you go. Just stop it.
Yep.
Here, let's talk about some great energy. Ida, glad to have you with us. Been a long time.
Hi, Ida. I haven't heard you.
The new mama, but let's take a look at this. Lana, you remember you told me I'm either having twins or 2 babies back to back. Well. Here I am pregnant again.
You.
I was shocked when I found out because the first time it took us 3 years.
Well, this is what I've always been told. And now I'm one of these people that would have had like 15 kids. I'm one of those type. But I have had more and more people women I've talked to, once they've had a baby, they get pregnant really easy. And good for you. And I said you'd have babies back to back. I was right. They're going to look amazingly a lot alike. Now, this was a boy.
Good.
Did I tell you I thought it might be a girl? It's girl energy. Now, when I mean girl energy, it could be a male who is just a very, very nurturing person, but I think it's a girl. So, but they look almost identical. And you're right. When they're that close together, how old's your baby now? Like, I remember it was born. It's got to be about 6 months old or so, isn't it? Like, it's close. They're going to be close together. You're right.
Yeah.
So there you go, Ida. Good for you. I'm glad.
That's right. Congratulations. How cool.
Congratulations.
Savannah Thomas, good morning, says, how can we remove bad spells? I have 2 narcissists as well, one immediate family and the other is a friend.
Okay, so what I did to remove, if someone's trying to, I don't call them spells. I said it's negative energy because, when you hear spells and you get these more right-wing people, they're kind of like, ugh. I just call it negative energy at you. And I burn candles. Like I said, I'm ritualistic. Savannah, why don't you need to meditate? What works for you? I know that I have burn some sage. It's whatever you feel that you can.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I do not hesitate to reach out to somebody and have them do it for you.
Yeah.
So if you want to, I never thought about it, but I do burn candles, Savannah Thomas on coffee.com. That's what the candles are for. So, and I know the candles that I burn work. Now, do they always work for me? No. Do you see my point? But because intention towards somebody is much stronger. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I also suggest if people get things in their house, I just cleared out a house the other day, and have somebody else do it.
Yeah.
Have somebody else do it. You can't, I don't know why. I think it's an energy. There's another new energy there.
Yeah.
So be thinking about it. I can also put you in touch with somebody that I know that can help you too. That's all she does. She doesn't do anything else but removes energy from people. So contact me. Okay. All right.
Terry T says, Miss Lana, will my jaw surgery be okay this coming 14th of June? My parents are coming, so I'm nervous.
I think it's gonna be fine, Terry, but it's gonna take a little longer than you want it to heal. I want you to stay down. I don't want you to go back to work or do anything strenuous. If you could take an extra little bit of time off, it would be to your advantage to get it to heal quicker. I feel like you're going to try to do too much too fast. Okay. So don't do that. Okay. But I get it. Now that I've been off now for 1.5 years and from teaching, I've realized something, how overworked we are, how truly we are worked so we can't think to be unhappy. We can't think. It gives you time to be retrospective. And I see it now, but I see how much less I complain, how much more positive energy that I had. I have more time to listen. I have more time to do things. I have more time to be. And I think we're all waking up to that with the age of Aquarius, that think that that's why everybody's getting their own businesses. And by the way, this week is Pluto back to Aquarius. It goes in a retrograde. You guys know that, right? It is huge. The energy is big. There's going to be tons of transformation. Remember, I told you there would be this, like in April or so, there would be tons of protests, riots. People are unhappy because they're not going to put up with it anymore. And we need transformation, and it's going to come. Now it's going to come all the way till June. Then it's going to leave. Then it's going to come back, and it's going to stay from 2024 to 2044 for the next 20 years. You're going to see dramatic everything. It's going to be transformations in health. You're going to see health cures and things that you have no idea. It's going to blow our minds. Technology, it's going to blow our minds. positive energy. Remember I told you I thought I saw healthcare here in the United States? It's coming. It just hold on, just wait. It's all coming. Okay. So we're going to get a little taste of it here coming in just a couple days. Okay. So, all right. Thank you, Tina.
Yep.
I think
Yep,
that's-
folks, we're right on the back end of this right now. Great
Yep.
stuff. If we didn't get to your question, don't worry. You can always reach out to Lana at www.lanasenchantedSky.com or get 3 short questions for just $25 if you visit her at www.koficoffee.com/enchanted sky, and like and follow and share, give roses, all that good stuff. We're here every Saturday, same time, same channel, and you can find Lana all over social media, everywhere. If what I'm just going to ask is, hey, please pay attention to that negative energy and give as much good energy away as you possibly can. For all of us here, 216 The Net, thanks for tuning in to Metaphysical Meanderings. Until next time, be good, but more importantly, be good to each other.